business on my own, cause you ain't right, and that's I don't condone. I got homies behind the wall wishing they was home. They got jammed up, kept discussing business on the phone. But Scotty, boy, we 200 bands off them $20 flips. I'm going by myself when it's time to up. That way police don't have a clue when turn up. I'm dolo when I'm out making different moves. Pull up to the shop just to pick and choose. I'm that, don't get confused, cause even when the prayed I didn't lose. Machine.
I done seen the best stuff from jammed up. 25 to life in the gas tank. Never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phone, they can hear us. 7 in the morning and they in my home. My bank account's froze, what is going on? Why it all start going wrong? From talking on the phones. Victory, gold on my neck, Mr. T. Victory, zombie gang rapping that NYC. Victory, ice round my neck like a little weak. We run like a Pericles. It's on earth, but it's where I be. Money over on my hands down. Here lies young, getting paid, but never take a loss on my hands down. Only take a when I'm dead. Zombie gang 3 times on my head down. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already dead. Imagine when you're 30,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream, cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down. Throw it back, yeah, I'm born to it's talking, it's hustling me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now, no reason to doubt. It's clear to see, all eyes on me for 100. Fliss, easy, does it. In public, hated or love it. The underdogs with liquor swab. It was written in my diary, the start of war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. This the glamour life, you still not a player, you ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice, I'm super duper fly. Juicy, keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping, see you at the crossroads. Money over on my hands down. Here lies young, getting paid, but never take a loss on my hands down. Only take a when I'm dead. Zombie gang 3 times on my hands down. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already lived. It was written in the children's story. Their life's up, so what you want? Every day I struggle with it. Only God could tell me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the genesis. Dead presidents, drop a gem on them. On earth, these the last days. Throw your get money, quiet storm. Have it stars. For the cream, renegade. For the money, only green is the I'm a player on the late night tips. So they see the prototype. Fingertips, reservoir dog. Check the skull, ignorant. Can I live? Still film it, kiss to death, friend protect your neck. 3 boys in the Cadillac, grave digger, kiss to death, friend protect your neck. Shame on the 3 boys in the Cadillac, grave digger. Money over on my hands down. Here lies young, getting paid, but never take a loss on my hands down. Only take a when I'm dead. Zombie gang 3 times on my hands down. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the hands down. Too late, you already lived. Right now I'm on the edge, so don't push me. Troublesome to 9 to 6. You a shook one, Reeves and all the ledge. I'm your, what's that? I smell. Let me count my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, run. Hi, my name is Dirk Cobain. Like a here I go to the next episode. Ain't no damn this explosive Beast Coast. The mother ride or die for money, strictly for money. Survival of the fittest.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with a team they're set to share a home with in the near future, the Los Angeles Chargers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. To throw on second down is gone. He's going to float this one deep right. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there. Goff to Kupp. 42 yards. The Rams were the highest scoring team in the league last year, and they're on the move early with a 1st and 10. On first down, it's gone. They'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. And when you don't pick up the necessary yardage in that situation, sometimes it starts to put a little doubt in the play caller's mind about what he's going to run on the next play. Because most of them, they thought they were going to pick it up right then and there. Now they've got to adjust what they're doing, adjust what they're thinking, and maybe they go away from what they originally thought.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Rolling to his right. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. First down, L.A. Goff finding Higbee.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Goff now looks to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to third and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? To throw is Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Corey Legion in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. And Zerline's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And right away, he lost the football. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10, right at the 30.
Hey, Rocket! Fight!
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Well, he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
The way this game is going, the way that they possess the ball on the other side of the field, you go 3 and out here, you might not see the ball again until the 2nd quarter.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Red! Red! White! Here we go.
They'll try to throw here. Rivers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Let's go.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Load it. Load it.
Now Gordon on 1st down. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now they'll pitch it out. This is Gordon. Touchdown, L.A. Melvin Gordon, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll They'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gassed,
right?
Yeah,
a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now a 1st down throw, gone. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And a loose football. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Goff. Dumps it off to Gurley. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. To the air again, Goff. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Second and 9 now from the 21. Two minutes to play here in the 1st half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
A toss play, Gordon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And again this time to the tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The tackle there by Mark Barron.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They find some open field here. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Well, so much for keeping him under 100 yards, Charles. You said earlier they needed to keep him in the double digits. Last run puts him over 100 already.
Yeah, and we're still in the first half. Long way to go.
A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. From the red zone now, Rivers. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Sturgis for the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. The 20. That one good for 33 and a first. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They go back to Gordon here on first down. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers.
They went right back to him, but he pulled him.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Samson Abukum leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an...
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. Here's Desmond King on the return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. On the stop was Aaron Donald. Third and short yardage, Rivers.
They were stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll only get a yard, maybe two, up to the 46.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to have a third down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Sturgis adds the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
14.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 2nd and 10, gone. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. And it's 3rd and 5.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Gone. Right side complete. That's Woods. Now the ball comes loose. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
We have seen this before. and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And they'll go on the ground. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback in the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, Rocket!
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams getting set to go now. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Goff on 1st down. Being chased out left. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
We're good.
Now it's Goff off the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's taken down him trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Corey Legent in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. They'll fake the handoff. Now gone. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Los Angeles. Here's Johnny Hecker now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now Benjamin. Now a hit and a loose football. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget Paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
Break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Again they run with Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. The Rams on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And a gain there of 11 yards.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And Zerline pulled it. Zerline pulled it. It's no good. Wide left. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 right at the 30. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now they'll run it on the toss. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On now, Kaiser, the punter, sending it away. This is brought in at the 21. Spinning away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let him outside where they can really shred your defense.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The Rams on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10.
12.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Throwing on third. Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Scoring the penalty, it's Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll try the air now with Goff. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A very solid gain of 27. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger offense making their way back out there. They have the big cushion here in the final stages of this one. I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And they'll run it here. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. They go play action. Rivers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Mark Barron. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Rivers is going to stay out there. They're going to try for this thing on 4th down. The Chargers go here. It's Rivers. He's got his man. It's Williams. And great yardage here all the way deep in Los Angeles territory. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. In the National Football League, Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for our visitors, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for L.A., they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.